מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים קם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים קם יחד. Try that with us at home. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים קם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים קם יחד. How good it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this day. Hine matov, umanayim shevet achim kam yachad. Hine matov, umanayim shevet achim kam yachad. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Shabbat shalom, Rabbi Schwartzman.
Cantor, Shochet, welcome back.
Thank
we
you.
have missed you in the month of January. We're so glad you're back here with us to celebrate
Well, I'm back.
Shabbat.
My voice is still on sabbatical.
Yes, I noticed you left your voice at home.
I did leave my voice at home, but it's just a cold.
Just
nothing
a cold.
more. Nothing more, and it's the 7th day, so it should be ready to rest.
All right, all right. We're glad Cantor Shochet is back with us. We're glad our family Shabbat band is here. And we're glad that Hannah Paracha is here to lead music and to help us with our students who are participating in Family Shabbat. We are really pleased that we're back online with Family Shabbat services. And we hope you'll enjoy. We have our special prayer book that you're going to tell us about. We have a lot of singing that you're going to tell us about. Over to you.
So this new prayer book we started using, I think in December. It's from the Central Conference of American Rabbis. It's the newest youth prayer book out there, Mishkan Tefillah for Youth. You can find it on our website right above the player window. There should be a button there that says Family Shabbat Prayer Book. So if you click that, whatever page number we tell you, you can use that prayer book for those page numbers. Of course, you don't have to use the prayer book. We invite you. You probably know a lot of the words to the songs, and we're going to introduce things, so do your best. But please join us throughout.
Yeah, we're just happy that everyone is here with us to celebrate Shabbat. We're especially happy that our B'nai Mitzvah families are here and ready to lead us in candle lighting. And so we turn now to the Golden family and the Stone family. They're on Zoom. They're at their homes. They're standing right in front of their candles, and they are going to lead us in candle lighting. So over to you guys.
God began the world by saying, "Let there be light." We begin Shabbat with candlelight saying, "Baruch atah Adonai." God finished creating the world by making Shabbat a holy day. We make Shabbat a holy day for ourselves. May the warm glow of these candles remind us of God's light. And may this Shabbat be a special holy time for us.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
So as you both light your candles there at home, we'll sing the blessing, and we hope that all of you at home are lighting candles too and joining us in these words, page 4. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Thank you to both families, and Mazel Tov to you, Eli and Lucas, on your bar mitzvah tomorrow afternoon. And don't worry, Cantor Rhodes will be there for you tomorrow, singing for you, so she will be in good voice. You don't have to worry about that. But thanks for joining us. And for everyone at home, we're going to turn to Lecha Dodi, which is found in your prayer books on page 9. Lecha Dodi. And I'm going to invite Hannah Paracha to come closer to the bima up here so that she can help me sing this with you all. Lecha Dodi, we'll do verses 1, 2, and 9. 1, 2, and 9. Please join us. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, mekabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, mekabela. Shamor v'zachor, v'ribur echad, ishme'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad, u'shmo echad, v'shemo tiferet v'litila. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, mekabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, mekabela.
Likrat Shabbat, lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor habracha, berosh mekedem nesuka, zov ma'aseh b'machshava techila.
Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, mekabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, mekabela.
Boi v'shalom, atet bala, gam b'simcha, ub'tzola, toch emunei, am segula, boi chala,
Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, mekabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, mekabela.
We have welcome Shabbat with singing and with candles and with lots of joy. And now we turn to the first official prayer of the service called the Baruch, known as the call to worship. It's in your prayer book on page 22. If you want to stand at home, if it makes sense, if it works for you, please rise and join us in this opening prayer.
La
After singing the Baruch Hu, we come to the prayer that speaks about a sense of oneness, that all of us are connected to one another, that all of us are connected to nature and the world, and that all of us are connected to God. We continue with that prayer of oneness, the Shema.
And we invite our kindergarten, first and second grade students to join me in a way of communicating the Shema that we can all see through Zoom. A communication tool we've borrowed from our non-hearing brothers, sisters, and siblings. We will be doing American Sign Language, and you're welcome to follow me. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Wow, that was the most inspiring Shema that I've ever been part of. I want to thank our kindergarten, first, and second graders for leading us so beautifully. You're coming back on the screen, everybody, so don't step away from your cameras. We continue now with the English version of the V'ahavta, Love the Lord Your God. And I know you guys are going to be doing more hand motions. So back to our kindergarten, first, and second grader leaders. Right back to you guys for our prayer, the V'ahavta.
With all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might, with all your strength, with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might, with all your strength. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might, and with all your strength. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might, and with all your strength. With all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might, with all your strength. With all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might, with all your strength. One more time. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might, and with all your strength. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might, and with all your strength.
Wonderful, amazing, spectacular, fabulous, fantastic job to our kindergarten, first, and second graders. We're so happy you shared the leadership of our service with us tonight. Thank you guys again. And the Via Hafta, as you know, is this prayer about doing many, many things to show how we want to change the world for the better, the way God wants us to. And if we do that, we will help everyone be the people they want to be free when they want to be free. And that's what the song Mi Chamocha is about. If you're following along in your flipbook prayer book, we're on page 38. And I know many of you know the song Mi Chamocha. And in a moment, are you ready? We're going to sing that song together. Over to you, Hannah Paracha, and thank you.
Thank you, Hannah. Sounds so great. You can stay up here for the whole service. So we are going to turn to, sorry to our camera people since I just moved around, but we are going to turn in our prayer books to the tefillah section of our service, which is found on page 46 in your prayer book. And if you'd like to rise and join us, we're going to join together as we chant the first prayer together. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agita hilatecha. And on page 48, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu velohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak velohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel velohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'konei Hakol V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'nehem Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen Baruch Ata Adonai Magen Avraham Be'ezrat Sarah. And on page 51, if you are following along in the prayer book and you have it on your screen, won't you join me in the English on that page? We are mighty like God when we help other people. We are powerful like God when we make peace in our families. We are strong like God when we feed the poor. We are great like God when we care for the sick. We are awesome like God when we help people to be free. We are amazing like God when we take care of the earth. Oh God, as we remember all the heroic things that you do, we promise to try to be like you. As we think about all of the blessings in our lives, the way that we keep God in our lives, let's take a moment for our own silent prayer, a moment to think about all of these blessings, to think about the week that has gone by, and to think of how lucky we are to be in this world. And let's pray silently. Thank you, Hannah. And now, as we turn to the prayers of healing in our service, we're going to think about all of those people who need our prayers for helping them through a difficult time if they're ill, not feeling well. And so we remember these people in our congregation, specifically Alon ben Barbara, Hannah Esther bat Krendel, Yehuda ben Fischel, Henry Batak, Benjamin Cohen Mars, Benifer Devar, Elizabeth Drobkin, Gregory Dimkin, Jason Eichmann, Rochelle Einstein, Michael Fisher, Shirley Gallant, Peter Gross, Jamie Hecker, Sonia Heimer, Matthew Kaiser, Nancy Klein, Louis Landsberg, George Schutzer, and all of those people who are suffering from COVID and who are victims of violence in Israel, here, around the world, as well as those in service to our country who need emotional, spiritual, and physical healing. If you would like to say the name of someone you're thinking about right now, please do so as I pause for a moment and you can say the name out loud. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal all those who are ill. May the Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and soul, and let us all together say Amen as we sing the words of Misha Berach, the second verse on page 125.
Thank you so much for that beautiful, beautiful song of healing. Before we come to the closing part of our service, many of you know that when we're together at Family Shabbat, we like to share a little bit of Jewish wisdom through a story. And I have a story for all of you tonight. And I'm thinking that at the end of this story, perhaps you're going to talk to your mom and your dad, your grandmother, your grandfather, members of your family about why you think I picked this story for this Shabbat. Let's see if we can figure it out. So here comes the story. It starts off with a king. A long, long time ago, there was a king, and the king was a very good king. He was a very nice king. His name was King Ezra. And he, of course, like so many kings in the world, had all the things he needed, all the things he wanted. But the thing that was most precious to this king was a giant, spectacular, and perfect diamond. A diamond. Can you see his diamond? A diamond that every day, just after lunch, he would take out his diamond, he would walk to the window, he would hold up his diamond like I'm holding it up now, and the sun would shine, and all the colors, the brilliant diamond, it was so spectacular. And every day looking at this diamond made him incredibly happy. Now, one day, he was looking at this diamond. He was just taking in all the light, and someone right behind him, as he was holding the diamond, sneezed. Woo! Oh my God, my diamond! The diamond! It fell on the ground. And you know, diamonds are super hard, but this diamond hit the ground in a tremendously hard way, and you can see now what had happened. Can you see it? The diamond cracked. Look at this beautiful diamond. The king began to cry and cry and cry some more. My diamond, the king said. It has a giant crack in it. What am I going to do? No. After the king recovered from the big cry, he put out an announcement to the entire kingdom. The king said, "Whoever fixes my diamond will receive half my kingdom." The next day, there was a huge line of women and men who were jewelry artists who came to fix the diamond, who looked at the crack. I think you can see it. Who looked at this crack. They took the diamond with them, sat down in a little room, and one by one they came out and said, "I'm sorry, my king. I cannot repair that crack." And the next one came and said, "I wish I could help you, my king. I know how sad you are, but I cannot fix that crack." And then one day, a wonderful jewelry artist came up. Her name was Sarah, and she said, "Let me have a try." And she took the diamond into the little room on the side. She was there for a very long time. And when she came out, the king said, "Sarah, have you done anything to my diamond?" She said, "My king, I have fixed your diamond." And she held up the diamond, and it looked so beautiful, and it shone in the light. And the king looked really closely, as I think all of you are trying to do right now in my little, it's a giant diamond really, but I know it's small on your screen. Sarah, that jeweler, had taken that scratch. Can you see what she did? Somebody nod your head. Oh yes, you can see it. She took that scratch, and around it she carved a spectacular flower. And in this big crack, she made the stem of the flower, and she put in some leaves. And at the top, where the crack was giant, she made this beautiful flower. And the king looked at it in the light, and like before, it shone, and even brighter, and even more colors radiated through the prism of this diamond. And the king said, "Indeed, Sarah, you did not make the diamond exactly like it was before, but you made my diamond complete and even more beautiful." And, as he promised, he gave Sarah half of his kingdom. Now, I'm imagining that you might know why I picked this story. You know, about a year ago, many of our lives felt perfect. We loved them. We had so much to do, friends to visit, places to go. And then something happened, and our lives got a big crack in them. We could say that our lives are ruined like the diamond, but you and I know that many of us have taken that crack that the pandemic has created in our lives, and we've turned it into a beautiful flower. We've found new ways to bring light into our lives, and to see color, and to be close to people, and to be friends, and to make our homes filled with joy. And that is what the king did so many years ago, and that is what we have been doing for the last many months. And it's a great reminder that this is wisdom that's been in our tradition for a long time. So thank you for listening to my story. I hope someday you will come back to the temple and I will show you this diamond in person. And as you get on your microphone, Cantor, Shochet,
Yes, I am here.
we say Shabbat Shalom to everyone, and we return to our prayer book to continue.
return to our prayer books. What a great story. You know, I actually tell that story to wedding couples at their weddings sometimes.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, it's a great story.
It's a great story.
Yeah, love it. So we don't actually need to even be in our prayer books, because Elenu, which is next, we actually have a slide for. So I'm going to ask Rob in the back to turn the slide on, and we're going to just join together as we chant the Elenu. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא נוטש שמיים ויוסר ארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת עוזו בגובהי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו Turn it back over to you.
And now, my friends, we've come to a very special part of our service, a time of memory, when we think about a whole lot of people whom we have loved and lost, people who are no longer alive. And I'm imagining, as we're here at Family Shabbat, that some of us know friends or family members who had someone in their family who died, and all of us know how important it is for us to support and love all those people who are feeling sad when they lose someone. In our words, the prayer, the Kaddish, and the list I'm going to share with you now, we're going to try to add comfort and strength to all those people who are feeling sad. I hope you'll listen to the long list of names, and maybe you'll hear a name of someone you know. We begin by extending our condolences to the members of our temple family who have lost loved ones in the last 30 days. They're observing Shloshim, the beginning of their period of mourning. To A.J. Korimsky, we offer condolences on the death of his mother, Carol. To Betsy Stillman, on the death of her husband, Donald Ice. To Jill Kastner, on the death of her mom, Sarah Schwartz. To Janine Bland and her daughter Evie on the death of their husband and father, Merton Bland. To Joel Newman on the death of his mother, Ruth. To Alex Spiliotopoulos on the death of his brother, Phoebus. To Gretchen Kugel on the death of her dad, Robert. To Greg Manares on the death of his father, Al. And to Sherry Arts on the death of her brother, Charles Fish. To Shirley Gallant and Ellen Gallant on the death of their husband and father, our longtime member, Ray Gallant. To Yardena Mansour and her sons on the death of her husband, Michael Phillips. And to Beverly Blank on the death of her dad, David. And to these names, we add the list of names of people who died at this season in years past. Esther Abelman, Charlotte Ansell, Matthew Aronson, Milton Arts, Leslie Bardos, Louis Jacob Basil, Sima Billick, Belle Cohen, Irvin Cohen, Yetta Eagle, Martin Eisenstadt, Andros Elizardo Jr., Phyllis Isle, David Fowler, Helene Flightman, Phyllis Friedlander, Reginald Frischling, Theodore Garber, Mary Gilbert, Ben Glassman, Eugene Greenberg, Harold Green, Annette Haber, Jerry Kadnoff, Amy Kaplan, Mark Klein, Bernice Corman, Leah Levy, Dottie Leach, Alan Mendelson, Bertha Miller, Fonile Nadamast, Beverly Orumland, Daniel Pearl, Jenny Polk, Vera Roseman, Ilsa Rubin, Jane Rubin, Edna Safran, Faye Schrager, Rachel Schwadron, Milton Schwartz, Sam Siegel, Henry Seif, Beatrice Shepard, Deborah Sherman, Marcia Shevlin, Janet Smith, Juliana Stetchenberg, Sadie Talons, Magdalena Vago, Kevin Varnum, Jack Weiss, Rose Weiss, Alan Whiteside. We remember other people who I'm sure you're thinking of At this time at home, if there's someone whose name you want to say, we'll pause. Also, if I mispronounced a name, please speak that name aloud correctly at home. And now we turn to the Mourner's Kaddish. It's going to be on a slide right in front of you so that you can easily follow along. And those who are comfortable rising, we do stand for this prayer, and I hope you'll join me in these ancient words. Kaddish Yatom, Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach hirute v'amlich malchute, v'chaye chon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Leolam Omei Omaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal Shmei Dekudisha Birchu, Leolam Mimkol Birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Da'almiran be'alma v'imeru Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabbah Min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, Bimru, Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, Bimru, Amen. May the source of peace send peace and comfort and strength and love to all who are grieving, to everyone who is mourning, here and everywhere, and let us say, Amen. And now we're so pleased to turn to the vice president of one of our vice presidents, Jeffrey Levy. Jeffrey has sharing announcements and greetings. Over to you, Jeffrey.
Hi, everybody. Rabbi Schwartzman, I loved your story. First of all, Shabbat Shalom to everybody. But I loved your story because for me, actually, seeing all the kids on the video is my flower on the crack for tonight. It's just been awesome watching everyone singing and praying and being joyful together. So that's just wonderful. And this is even better because I got to do it with you. So Mazel Tov to Eli and Lucas, becoming bar mitzvah tomorrow. I still remember my bar mitzvah. I hope you have a day full of love and light. Please check out the e-letter from yesterday and the latest edition of the Connection newsletter, of course, for more announcements. Of particular interest to our families on tonight might be that you can now register for Camp Erev Shalom. Yay! It's coming in the summer. And then, as always, we're collecting food in the mitzvah box of the temple. So, we still have lots of neighbors who don't have enough to eat. So please look for that in the e-letter. And then you, of course, read the rest of the e-letter for the other announcements. And with that, I'll just say Shabbat Shalom.
That's great to see you. And look forward to seeing you next time in person here at the temple when that can happen someday soon. It is February, the first family service in February, which means if you have a birthday during this month of February, this is the time that we get to honor you. And so anybody there on Zoom have a birthday? Raise your hand this month. Anybody? Do we have any? Hard to see.
I don't see any February.
Mine's coming up in March.
I bet there are people out there with February birthdays.
I know there are people in the...
Your next month, I hope you're leading the service so you can...
I am. But why don't we join in the Kiddush, and happy birthday to everyone. And again, Mazel Tov to Eli and Lucas, whose birthday is this month in February. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikrai kodesh, zecher l'tziat mitzvayim, kivanu v'acharta v'otanu kidashta mikol hamim, v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
Cantor
And I want to thank our family band tonight for being here to help us celebrate Shabbat with your wonderful music, and to my partner, Hannah Paracha, who saved the day today and was here with her beautiful voice. Also, all of our technical crew, Graham and John and Rob and Alex and Randy and Bob. Hopefully I got everybody. And Joe. It takes a village to make these services happen.
Takes a village.
So we're going to end,
Takes a
and I'm going to
team.
call Hannah back up to lead us in our final song, Hava Nashira. It's actually going to be on a slide, so you can see the words on the screen and sing along.
Hava, Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah, Shir Hallelujah. Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah, Shir Hallelujah. Hava, Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah, Shir Hallelujah. Hava, Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah, Shir Hallelujah. Hava, Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah. Hava, Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah. Hava, Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah, Shir Hallelujah. Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah, Shir Hallelujah.
We are so happy you were with us to celebrate Shabbat. May we all feel the blessing of rest, of family, of love, and may we have a great Shabbat and a great week to follow. Shabbat Shalom.